Well, friends, happy week 2. So I just left the doctor's office for my follow-up. He said everything looked good. Basically, my general rules for recovery are just, low impact stuff for now. Walking, maybe a little bit of stretching as things start to heal up. But he said basically by about 6 weeks, everything is basically fully healed. Of course, my husband came with me, so he had to take me. But I assume I'm clear to drive. He didn't say otherwise. I'm not on pain medicine, so I assume I'm clear. But yeah, he said everything looked really good. So I guess as of right now, my plan is to just basically exclusively walk for the next 4 weeks. And then he said I can sort of experiment in the realm of dance and that sort of movement like that after about 4 weeks, but then wait till at least 6 weeks before I start thinking about compound lifts again. And then I'll just sort of have to listen to my body and ease back into it so I don't accidentally pull something, basically. So yeah, that's what we got for now. So I'm going to check in with you. So welcome to week 2. Hi friends, happy Wednesday. Life was really life-in yesterday. I won't get into it, but unrelated to surgery stuff. Life was just very much life-in yesterday. So I don't know how much I said yesterday after my appointment, but a little more sorted. I've definitely hit the point of recovery where I prefer to be moving than sitting. Sitting is more uncomfortable than the moving around. So I'm trying to do a bit more work for my standing desk, and I'm going for a walk. I feel fine right now, but then when I go to sit down and stuff, but I hear that's normal. Again, I'm doing that thing again where I'm trying to hurry. I think I'm just over it, you know what I mean? I think I'm just kind of over it. I'm over this recovery stuff. It's the same way I feel about when I get sick. I'm done with it. I'm ready to just be better. I'm sure some of you empathize, but anyway, I'm just gonna enjoy my walk. The one thing I did want to mention that I haven't mentioned yet, because I just finished editing my vlog for this past week, is I was realizing one of the things I didn't mention, I feel like I kind of should, have more comfortable clothes ready than you're expecting to need. Because I didn't really thoroughly wash, and I mean I only have so many pairs of comfy pants, but I am not ready for workout pants yet. Nothing that feels tight or restricting. It's pretty much a no-go still. And we are at, yesterday was a week, right? Yesterday was Tuesday. Yeah. Yesterday was a week. So, I am very much not in the mood for, uncomfortable clothes. I'm not vibing with it. So if it's tight or restricting, I want no part of it. So keep that in mind. Maybe buy a couple extra pairs of sweatpants, or at least have them clean, or borrow from a friend or something. I don't know. Whatever you feel like is an appropriate step for you. So have more comfy clothes than you expect me. I'm having to pull all my old clothes out and stuff I never wear, because yeah. So today I did change clothes. I do own other clothes. It might not look like it from these looks, but I do in fact own other clothing. My husband told me a fib. He said that I might want my sweatshirt. I'm not sure what planet he was living on when he told me that. It is definitely not sweatshirt weather. You wildin'. Anyway, all right, see you. Well, hello friends. A fun little side quest here for you. I filmed again in my studio for the first time in 3 weeks, since before spring break, which is crazy. So those videos are going to start going up soon. There's just a lot happening behind the scenes. It's just it's too complicated to explain. Honestly, nobody cares. So a word of caution: when you have anesthesia but you also have your phone, sometimes you make impulse purchases you wouldn't normally make, and that's what's happened. So I thought I'd show you my Sephora haul from the VIB sale. I used to have quite a bit of status at Sephora, but I no longer have that status because, well, I can't tell you the last time I bought from Sephora except for under anesthesia. So in Alexandria from 2016 fashion, I bought the K18 Air Wash Dry Shampoo. I've seen Jessica Braun talk about this a bunch. I've been wanting to try it because, gym girl problems. I don't like to wash my hair all the time, and it's not as significant currently because I don't sweat as much just walking. But when I do get back to lifting consistently, I will test this out. If you'd like to know how it goes, let me know, and I'll circle back and let you know. Then I picked up the Sephora. I've wanted to try these for a while too. The 12-hour colorful retractable liners. I picked up the brown one, matte chocolate brown. So I've been wanting to try one of those. Well, retry one of those. I tried one many years ago, but not in a while. And I also picked up a concealer. I like this one a lot. I got it actually in a gift box. I think I want to give away from Samantha March Beauty Word, and it had that concealer in it. I really liked it. It was a little bit darker than I wanted, so I went with a lighter shade. I went with N4 or 4N. So here's hoping that's correct. But anyway, I worked today. My first day back to work, but I am going to be working from home today, probably mostly from my walking pad or in here. So, because I decided to be virtual. So I'm going to go for my walk now. I'm getting a little sore because I've been sitting for too long. So I'm going to go for my walk now. So see you later. Oh, and also a side note, today is day 9. And this is the first day I have actually truly can say I have felt like myself. This is the very first day. Like all the other days, I felt sort of like lingering, like I clearly had surgery. Today is the first day I thought to myself, a workout might be nice. And I haven't been able to say that up until this point. So for those keeping track, we're on day 9, 10, I guess technically. I mean, Tuesday to Tuesday. That means, and today is Thursday. So 7, 8, yeah. So technically 9 days. So, all right. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday to you. How you doing today? Another day. Really am enjoying these nature walks. Well, I don't know if I'd call them nature walks around the neighborhood, paying attention to nature. It's good for me with the exception of the talking to you guys and vlogging. I'm just listening to music, and I think it's good for me to like just be observing nature and just listening to music and not finding work to do or scrolling or texting or, something on the phone itself. So I use the phone to take footage and talk to you guys and listen to music. So I think that's been good for me. It's actually been good for my creativity too. I think that's part of the reason I've been able to create more content for you guys is because like stepping away has kind of given me the ability to like think through ideas. And I think there for a while, like there was just like so much noise because I was like constantly like on YouTube and seeing like other ideas and stuff that I was like kind of getting flooded. So I'm gonna go meet up with a friend to walk today. I'm excited about that. She's one of our boys are friends, and she and I are friends. And so make friends, guys. Friends are important, like real friends, not just me on the internet. Like I love you and all, but like go be with people. It's good for you. All right, talk to you soon, friends. So I thought you might like a peek into my what I bring to work bag for snacks. So especially in times when I'm being more mindful of my intake, I bring more like snacks, and because my movement is lower, I'm definitely being more conscious. So I brought some Quest protein chips, the pizza kind. I haven't tried these before. I'll have to report back. A couple of sodas. My husband said these were not very good, but I'm going to try it anyway. A beef stick. So yeah, I've got options. So hope you're doing well and you're enjoying my office. Well, friends, that took an interesting turn. I went in, I did 10 minutes on the elliptical, and my body was not like super thrilled with me about that, so I stopped. I went on like the lowest setting, but like I was like kind of achy in my like lower abs when I got off. I'm like, I don't know. So I stopped, but partly I stopped because, when I come to this gym, or when I come to the gym generally, I am doing like I'm in the weight section, like that's like just where I live. And then I was like, okay, I probably need to quit because like my brain, let's see, that's such an interesting thing about your brain, right? It's like we get really good at gaslighting ourselves, right? And like just being jerks to ourselves of like, because I kept teetering between like this place of like don't do too much, but then also like don't be a wuss. And it was this like really weird like mental dichotomy of like, are you supposed to do that? Don't hurt yourself, don't make it worse. And then the other half of me is like, stop being a little, you know what. So very obscure, like sort of back and forth in my head. Anyway, point of my story is our brains are funny things. But after I did that, I got off and I went and I did a couple of laps, but then I saw that my instructor friend, she was doing like one of the lower impact, like the active adults or whatever. She told me the name of it, but I've already forgotten. But no, Move and Groove is what it's called. But it's like, it's lower impact than like a Zumba or a Dance Fit. It's kind of like, if you haven't been to a Y, it's kind of like the equivalent of like walk and dance. It's kind of like a hybrid. And so I did that instead, and I basically was there for like half her class. Not really my speed, not my preference, but what I should be doing. But yeah, I got my heart rate up a little bit. My Whoop even detected my thing. So yeah, this is teaching me a lot about myself. So talk soon. And also for my millennials, I will try to link this for you. It came from Walmart if I can find it and if I can remember, because I would want to know if I were watching this video. That's how I know if I should link something or not. Like if I would be watching somebody and I would want to know, that's when I make the decision to link things. In case you're wondering, like the mental, like, because you'll see I list the same like 5 things or maybe 6 things like exclusively, because those are the things I think people will care about. So if you see something you want or you have a question about, please feel free to ask me, and I can always try to find a link for it if it's still available. So that's how I make my decisions about what I link and what I don't link. That's my process. All right, see you. Good morning, friends. First workout back in the weight room. I still took it pretty light today, but I felt like I got like a pretty decent workout in. I had my Whoop actually do the workout for me to kind of see what that was before I jump back into my like any other sort of programs or start testing a program for you guys again. I want to give myself at least a week and just kind of, see where I am and how I'm doing. But that workout felt pretty good. No issues yet. I may have like super DOMs tomorrow. We'll see, but or over the next couple of days. But, it's really interesting. Today was the first day I could pick up 15 plus pounds, like on purpose. And, 15 pounds represents a lot that I didn't even like realize, and it represents so much more than it did just, you know, a handful of weeks ago, because it's the weight that like I wasn't supposed to pick up any more than 15 pounds. And you know, there was a time in my lifting journey where 15 pounds felt really heavy to me. And then there's a version of me where 15 pounds feels like lightweight to me. And so to go back and sort of like have 15 pounds represent heavy to me again was really interesting. I feel like I never like to assign because I don't know for sure, but I feel like God has tried to use this time to teach me a lot of things. Again, I never like to assign because I don't know for sure and I don't want to get something wrong. That would be bad. So, but what I will say is I feel like God has used this time to teach me a lot about myself, who I think I am as a person versus who I actually am. And one of the things that he's really shown me is that like I was kind of using fitness as an idol, which I don't like about myself, but there it is. So, you know, I'm working hard now, and I'm trying to, because, you know, fitness and taking care of your body is important, but I need to make sure that I'm, you know, managing my priorities a bit better and making sure I don't lose sight of the whole purpose and reason behind the lifting of the weights. So that's been an interesting thing. I didn't actually go as crazy as I thought I might over this last, 6 weeks. So that kind of says something, doesn't it? But it's also been like May-cember and very busy and trying to get everything situated for summer so that you guys have videos for the summer. So truthfully, if I had not taken 6 weeks off of lifting, I'm actually not even sure the summer schedule would have gotten done. So it is what it is. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this video here. Final takeaways for you. Of course, if you have questions or you want like a full-blown Q&A, make sure you leave them. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friends.